Please welcome Washington State to the media room. Today we have Coach David Riley, Ace Glass, and Rihards Vavers. Start with Coach. What did you think about your team today?
I thought we showed some fight. It was a hectic game, and I think we got a really new team that hasn't really played together in these roles, and so it's the first time we've been pressed all year. It's the first time we played a team with that style, and there's a learning curve the way when the lights turn on. So we practiced against it, didn't quite get the same look, and the guys found a way to rally around each other and get a win. And that's not an easy team to beat. Like, I was looking kind of at the history of this tournament. The last time they played in this, Anthony Edwards had to hit a game winner to go beat them. And this is a team that really plays hard. Their coaching staff does a great job, and just happy we got out of there with a win.
Any questions for the players? Please raise your hand, grab a mic. Thanks.
Hey guys, from your perspective, what was it like dealing with that pressure early on, and mentally or tactically, where did you think it flipped in that game?
I feel like it came out the first time out, just knowing that they're about to do that, so just preparing for that, having different plays to break that press, or just being aggressive. I feel like that's when we really started doing good, when we started being aggressive against it. Instead of letting them come to us, we went towards them, make them back up on their heels.
For both players, it looked like, first half, picking up on the pressure, you struggled a little bit from the three. Second half, you started to explode. What kind of adjustments that you made or coach made to kind of get you guys free for those threes?
As Ace said, I think we just played with aggressiveness, took care of the ball, ball fakes, just making passing lanes for each of the players and just making the right read. And we just kept running and getting open shots. So just made that adjustment, and then the game flow just switched.
Okay, so Keith Harris, Fox Sports Radio. There are things that change in terms of tactics and strategy going from the first half to the second half, but also we noticed that there was a little bit of aggression, trash talk, chippiness between the players on each side. Was there something that was said that motivated you, that woke you up? Because after the trash talk, it seemed like you guys played at another level.
Yeah, for sure. I ain't gonna lie, I love trash talk, so any little thing gets me going. So once he said one thing, I just kept it going the rest of the game. And we came out with the W.
Anything else for the players?
Do you think you took them too easily because they're in a lower division, or like what do you think the difference was besides the adjustments, because they came hard at you folks in the beginning?
I want to give a shout out to Chaminade. They play really great. I don't think we took them for granted. They just came out with more aggression than us, and we just adjusted to it. They're a great team. They pressured the hell out of us, and we just made the adjustments. But I don't think we just came in the game thinking that, oh, they're a Division II team. They're a really, really good team. So we just had to make some adjustments, and we did it.
All right, we'll let the players go. Get back with their teammates. Any questions for Coach Riley?
Hey, Coach Riley. Before the game, they did a prayer for Murph Lopes, the Chaminade coach, who was the one who beat Virginia back in '82. And just wondering your perspective on your knowledge of that moment in college hoops history, and then what it means for you to be here and to have witnessed that before the game today.
I thought both the things that happened before the game were really meaningful. Honoring our military was one thing that I think the whole crowd got quiet, and it was a great moment. And my dad this morning, he sent a text with an article on that Virginia game, and just kind of reading about it, and me, like, personally, I grew up watching this tournament. I would sneak out of class to go watch the games, and it was just a year and a half ago when we got this opportunity to come to it. It was like a no-brainer, and just really grateful to be a part of it and trying to soak it all in.
You talked a little bit about the roles and trying to get a team to find itself and figure out, what are some of the things that you want to see happen over the next couple of days to continue to define some of those roles that you trying to get each other players to kind of identify?
Yeah, I think every team has their own unique challenges, and these guys are super coachable. They're bought into their roles. It's more just about playing consistently with what they've done in the fall, what they've done throughout different stretches of games, and like y'all are making it sound like we made some crazy adjustments or something like that in the second half. Like we just kind of stuck with the game plan and did it better. We were second guessing everything in the first half, and we weren't spacing the floor vertically. Like we were trying to beat the press with 5 guys in the front in the front court, and we got out there, able to bang a couple transition threes and space the floor vertically a little bit more. And like those guys just were able to settle in, think a little bit more, play a little more poised, and that's really the big thing. These guys, like when you're in something new and you're doing something for the first time, there's just some I don't know, nerves or whatever you want to call it that takes some time to get over.
I noticed that in the first half when they were running the screens high, Chaminade would switch. And in the second half, it seems as if you've taken advantage of those switches and ran a high-low game to get your big guys in the post. Now, was that a cognizant adjustment, or was that what you call the guys settling in?
I would call that settling in, and that's something that I think we did a terrible job of that our first 2 games, and we watched the film, we practiced, we got better, we really punished UW, Southern Utah, and St. Thomas in the post our last 3 games and got better at it. But now with the pressure turned up a little bit, like Chaminade does, and the full court press and all that, we kind of lost our minds once we settled in. Hey, the dude that's 5 inches taller and 40 pounds heavier inside the paint was given the ball.
David, how do you scout the next game? Are you the type that you watch everything and each assistant has one of the teams, or when you're in an MTE or NCAA tournament style, what is Washington State's way of doing it to get ready for Texas or ASU?
Yeah, we have a, I think, semi-unique way of doing scouts where we have 2 guys that run the offense and 2 guys that run the defense, and so they're going to scout their respective sides of the ball, and I think this early in the season to be able to get a live scout and watch this game right now and really understand what teams are trying to do will help us. But like, it's 20% adjusting to the opponent and 80% us trying to find ourselves and get better and get more consistent.